The story you are about to see is a fib, but it's short. The names are made up, but the problems are real.
It was Friday, 9:43 a.m., and the hustle and bustle of the city had taken its toll on many New Yorkers who were preparing to go out of town. They would spend the weekend in small towns to the north, getting bored and complaining about the lack of hustle and bustle. I was working the day watch out of MATHNET. The boss is Joe Greco. My partner is George Franklin. My name is Tuesday. I'm a mathematician. Nice outfit, George. Are you coming or going?
Oh, hi, Pat. I'm glad to see you. What are you doing this weekend?
Well, I do have some plans.
Cancel them.
What?
Please? I got a favor to ask you. Martha and I were scheduled to go upstate for a mystery weekend.
Oh, where everybody plays a different part and tries to solve a crime?
Right. It's all make-believe. It could be a murder mystery or a kidnapping or a hidden treasure.
So, what's the problem?
Well, I'm the captain, see? And Martha found out last night she has final exams with the chef at the Cordon Bleu and can't go. So, will you go with me?
I don't know. Tell me more.
Well, it's held at a big manor house called the Qualms. There are 6 other guests. There's good food, entertainment. Should be lots of fun.
So that's why you're dressed up as a character, Sherlock Holmes?
Sherlock Condo, Pat. Condo, not Holmes. It's modern day. Yeah.
Who was Martha going as?
Dr. Watson. Will you do it, Pat?
I guess I could cancel some things, make some calls, send some faxes.
Great. Look, here's where we're going. It's near the town of Rising Gorge, about 6 inches from New York to Kingston. 2 more to Rising Gorge. 1 inch represents 14 miles.
8 inches, 112 miles.
If we average 50 miles an hour, that's a little more than 2 hours.
But some are back roads, not super highways. We'll have to go slower.
Right. Let's estimate 3 hours. You have to be there at 6. Go home and pack, and I'll pick you up at your place at 3. Here's your costume. I knew you'd do it.
George, why are we in this car?
What do you mean?
I mean, it isn't yours, is it?
Of course not. Martha has the Jag. I rented this one.
From who? Accidents or us?
Whom? From whom, Pat, not from who.
Nice wipers card.
Yeah, well.
They got wisdom. They got Our exit from the thruway is coming up, George. The map from the Qualms said we should take 28 to 42 to 23A. Looks like we could be in for a bit of a blow, Condo.
Pray conceal your weather observations, Watson, lest they become reality.
Quite so. According to this map, there ought to be a sign for the Qualms right around here. Look, Sherlock, the sign.
Excellent observation, my dear Watson.
Just across this raggedy old bridge. I guess we hang left. George, the night is making me uneasy.
Sherlock, not George. Remember, we have to stay in character. It's all part of the game. Lighten up, Watson. Nice weather.
The submarine. I'll get my bag.
Watch the mud.
Cozy little place, eh, Walt?
That's perfect. Just like one of those haunted houses from a bad movie. I'm Sherlock Kondo, and this is my partner, Dr.
MATHNET.
MATHNET. I'm sorry, we won't step out of character again. And you are?
I am paid.
I'm a little ticked off myself. Have the other guests arrived?
Why, yes. They're in the drawing room.
Come along, Watson. Let's join the other players. Please pardon the lateness of the hour. I am Sherlock Kondo, and this is my friend, Dr. Jonna Watson. You may make your introductions as the evening progresses.
I say, Kondo, have you some perception of what in the name of heaven's going on?
I do indeed.
He does indeed.
Might I make so bold as to inquire?
You, sir, might be.
I'm Colonel Ashby Wiggins, U.S. Army, retired.
You were with the U.S. Army?
I was, sir.
Why do you have a British accent?
I was captured.
Well then, Watson, without further ado, I think we should get on with it.
Yes, Kondo, the game is afoot.
The game is a what, man?
Afoot. Begun. The game has begun.
All right.
Who might you be?
I'm Miles Reed, man. I blow.
Jazz musician.
Right. May I have the mystery weekend envelope, please? Now then, according to this, one of us is responsible for the disappearance of our host, Mr. Barton Bigg. Each of us has a motive, but only one of us is the guilty party. Our job is to find the criminal.
What are you talking about?
Who are you, ma'am?
I am Amanda Plunk.
What do you do, Ms. Plunk?
I happen to be a professional contestant. I go on television game shows
Why?
to satisfy my inner greed.
What are you speaking about? I don't know anybody named Big.
All in good time, Ms.
Feline. Miss Kitty Feline. I'm a world-renowned dentist.
Oh, really?
Oh.
I won the Nobel Tooth Prize.
For what?
Flossing.
May it please the assemblage, dinner will be served shortly.
What's for each, Beeb?
Wild boar.
I've never had it.
I am amazed. I'll show you to your rooms.
Wild boar.
Please step along. You each will note that you've been assigned a bedroom. Your luggage has been placed in your rooms. Please be in the dining room in 15 minutes.
Colonel Wiggins, here, I think you're back here.
Ah, thank you. Thank you.
Oh, your gait is hard.
Okay, but I've got hardly any closet space. Tiniest I've ever seen. Well, let's, chow down.
Kitty Feline isn't here. Shouldn't we wait?
Who?
The world-renowned dentist.
What was that?
B flat, man.
Coming from upstairs.
This is one heck of a game. Kitty Feline was in the red room.
That's next to mine.
Boy, she's got a lot better closet than I have. Hello. What's this? A news clipping. The headline reads, Kitty Cat found innocent.
I thought she said her name was Kitty Feline.
The story continues. At 8 o'clock today, Kitty Cat walked through the halls of justice, a free woman, exonerated from her accused crime of libeling Grover Cleveland.
But where is she, this kitty cat or kitty feline or whomever?
Whoever, not whomever. All in good time. All in good time.
Someone has written a note across this clipping.
Well, what does it say?
Doesn't say anything. You have to read it.
It reads, justice will be done.
Sounds rather ominous, doesn't it, Dr. Wassett?
Look. A blindfolded lady with no dog.
A replica of the statue representing justice. Well, I think we may as well return to dinner and ask a few questions. I didn't think the guests were supposed to disappear during this game. Must be a new wrinkle. It's a first-rate game, huh, Bard?
I guess.
I say, old boy, shouldn't we call the local constabulary?
Why?
Mr. Kondo, one of our guests is missing, and perhaps the local police should be made aware.
Golly whiz, yes, I agree.
Excuse me, but who are you?
I'm Wally Wallaby. I used to do a daily children's TV show. Wally Wallaby and the Gang?
Hey, I remember that show, man.
Really?
Yeah, it was awful.
Oh.
Tell me, Wally Wallaby, why did you want to do away with our host, Barton Big?
Well, look, Chris, I didn't. I wouldn't want to harm anyone ever in any way. I want people to be my friends.
How about you? What was your motive for having our host disappear?
Hey, man, my name's Miles Reed. I just blow. I don't know. I mean, I ain't hip to no handle like Big. I mean, he's got to be a suit, and I don't hang with no suit.
What did he say?
He says he's a musician and he's heard of no one by the name of Big.
We seem to have heard from everyone but you.
Oh, my name is Sally Storm. I'm an actress. Perhaps you've seen me on the daytime drama, All My Doctors.
An actress, eh? Actresses always have things to hide in these mystery stories. Why did you want Mr. Big out of the way? Was he threatening you with something from your past?
I have never heard of anyone named Barton Big, and I don't know about the rest of you, but I am ready to retire.
Yes, perhaps we should all turn in for the evening and start afresh and on.
Fresh and on? What do you mean, man?
Let's sack out and start tomorrow morning.
I still think we should call the police.
What? And ruin the game?
I think a good night's rest might help us each. Good night, Troop.
Good night.
Night, all.
Night.
Okay, everybody. Let's see what's going on here.
George, I don't think this game is on the up and up.
All right. Are we all agreed that we heard a scream?
Of course we heard a scream, you nit. Why do you think we're out in the middle of the night in our jammies?
Very well. Are we all here?
One is missing.
Who might that be?
I think it's the army fella.
Right, he was in the orange room.
Empty. No, not a clipping.
It reads, Wigston is freed. At exactly 10:03, Lieutenant Colonel Ashby Wigston left federal court a free man after having been found innocent of the charge of stealing rare coins.
Strange, wouldn't you say? What's it? Just like the other one.
Yeah, right, except that the cat's name was Wiggins and not Wigston.
And the other one had a note written on it.
So does this one. It reads, Justice will be done.
Yes, but there was a statue of...
It's the lady singer again.
Colonel Wiggins has a bigger closet than I do, too.
All right. I think it's time to ask some questions. We each heard a scream. What did we do?
I opened my door and looked out.
Right on, man, I saw you.
I opened my door, too.
Right, I saw you, too.
And I saw both you and Amanda.
I opened my door and saw no one.
I opened my door and saw Sally Storm.
As did I, and saw Wally Wallaby.
Everyone here is accounted for, then. Every one of us was seen, so no one of us could have been in the corridor sneaking around Colonel Wiggins' room.
Everyone. Except you, Pondo. No one saw you. That's right. How do we know where you were, Sherlock?
We don't know.
This is ridiculous. Sherlock is the captain of this mystery weekend.
Mystery weekend?
What mystery weekend, man?
You're not here for a mystery weekend?
Hey, man, most of my weekends are mysteries.
I have no idea what any of you are talking about. I'm going to bed.
If I might suggest, we should all get back to bed. And lock your doors.
Mystery? That's not a criminal thing about a mystery weekend.
George, I think we have more than a mystery weekend on our hands. I think we have a real mystery.
Of course it's a real mystery, and a darn good one, too.
George, I think we should call the local pub.
And ask them to play?
No, ask them to help us find two missing people. None of the other guests have heard of a mystery weekend game.
They're just play acting. I don't want to call the police, huh?
People on mystery weekends aren't supposed to disappear, George. Something in this equation just doesn't figure.
Huh. I got to tell you, I feel silly. Hello, operator. I'd like the police. Hello? Oh, hello? Well, lucky me.
What?
The phone's dead.
George, where have you been?
Guess what, Pat?
It's raining.
Tried to start my car. The battery's dead.
So maybe someone has some jumper cables.
NG. Wouldn't do any good anyway. I walked down the road, and the bridge is out.
We're isolated.
Yep. Cut off the outside world. Can't get help till after the storm ends. We should wake the others and tell them.
Why? What good would it do? Let them sleep.
Is there anything I can get for you before I retire?
Oh. It's you, Pete.
Wait, we didn't hear you come in.
I didn't mean to startle.
Let me ask you something, Pete.
Sir?
In the past, when you've had mystery weekends here at the Qualms...
I know nothing about mystery weekends, but this is certainly not for qualms.
It isn't.
No, this is wit's end.
Wit's end?
I fear you made a wrong turn. The Qualms is one mountaintop over. To the left.
Well, then, who are these people?
I don't know, sir.
Who owns this manor house?
I don't know that either, miss. I have been the sole servant at wit's end for 15 years.
You've never met your employer?
No.
Is he or she ever here?
He. And yes, occasionally, but he's very reclusive. He leaves money and lists of things to take care of. He communicates with me only by written note.
And what were your instructions for this weekend?
To prepare the house for 6 guests. He was to arrive tomorrow at noon, but of course, with this storm, he may not get through.
So you prepared the house for 6?
Yes, which is why I appeared a bit surprised when you arrived making guesses. 7 and 8.
Boy, did I take a wrong turn.
But now that you are here, you're most welcome, I'm sure. Excuse me.
Oh, Pete! Is there a basement in this house?
No, sir, it's built on rock ledge.
Any secret rooms where the 2 kidnapped guests might be kept?
No.
Oh, one more thing. Do you know anything about this?
Only that there have been 6 of those statues on that bookcase as long as I've been here.
You're sure there were 6?
Positive. Good.
And then there were 3.
Only 2 guests disappeared.
And the statue was found in each of their rooms.
That's 5. So where's the 6th statue?
Beats me. Who could be kidnapping the guests?
Well, I can tell you who couldn't. Now, look. When we heard Colonel Wiggins scream, you saw Amanda in the green room and Miles in the blue room.
So they would seem to be innocent.
Wally said he saw Sally, and Sally saw Wally. I saw no one, and no one saw me.
I think you're okay, Pard.
If everyone's telling the truth, no one could have been out here in the hall without being seen by someone.
Yes, but Sally and Wally don't have a corroborative witness.
Right. Nobody else saw them.
What if they're in cahoots?
They could be the culprits. Wally's gone.
Kind of knocks holes in our Sally-Wally conspiracy theory.
Yeah. Another news clipping. Waffle walks.
Waffle?
Another name change. That was the headline. The story reads, Wallace Waffle was found innocent of bank robbery and walked away a free man at 11:05 today.
Someone's written justice will be done.
At least he had a big closet, too. What do you got, Bart?
The missing statue.
Search the whole house, high and low, even the attic. There's no sign of any of them.
Did you look under the bed, man? I mean, sometimes cats hide under the bed, man.
One thing is clear. We're going to have to stick together.
You mean there's power in numbers?
I mean, if we're the only ones left and we stay together, nothing will happen to anyone else.
Then comes the dawn, the weather clears, and we'll be able to get outside help.
Looks different from the tic-tac-toe I remember as a barefoot boy with cheek of tan.
Yes. I'm sure the one you played was 2-dimensional. This game adds a 3rd dimension. Depth.
Interesting.
So, you guys are with MATHNET, huh? I love that show, man.
Thanks. And yes, we are. But
We all may be in a great deal of danger.
Danger is my middle name. Ha! I can take care of myself.
Nonetheless, we should stick together. But let's ask a few questions.
for example, these are invitations to 3 missing guests received from an anonymous host. Each reads, "Come to Wit's End next Friday and watch justice be done."
Maybe Peeve knows more about this than he's saying.
George, you're not saying the butler did it.
No, of course not. Peeve's a gentleman's gentleman. First things first. Did all three of you receive similar invitations?
Yeah, that's the reason I'm here, man. I mean, I don't crash casuals or kidnappings.
These invitations, however, are addressed to Kitty Cat, Colonel Ashby Wigston, and Wallace Waffle. Not the names they gave to us.
No, but those were the names that were mentioned in the newspaper articles.
So what? So, we'd like to see your invitation. Miles Reed?
Present, Teach.
Your invitation is addressed to...
Miles to go. I know. So I changed my name, okay?
And Sally Storm?
Sally Stewart.
What? Amanda Plonk?
Amanda Wine.
You all changed your names?
Yes.
Yeah.
Perhaps it's time to play. What do we know?
I don't think I've ever done that show.
We know that 3 people have disappeared.
And we know that all 3 changed their names.
We know that all 3 were accused of crimes.
And found innocent of them.
And we know that we don't know why they've been kidnapped.
Hey, man, we don't even know why any of us is at this gig.
What?
He said they don't know why they're here.
Yes. Why did you come?
Because the invitation was sent to a name that I haven't used for years.
So I felt the same.
Well, they nailed it. I mean, you know, if somebody's going to go through my dirty laundry, I want to know who and why.
Let's think. Was each of you accused of a crime in the past?
Yeah.
Was each of you found innocent?
Yeah.
Yes. Was each of you tried under your real name?
Yeah.
Was each of your cases played up in the newspapers and on TV?
Man, mine was the reason for expanded local news coverage.
And after the notoriety, you changed your name?
Yes, well, even though I was found innocent, I felt that my career had been beclouded by all of that publicity.
I was afraid that my game show career could be over. I had to change my name to get a new start, even though I was found innocent.
Sad but true, man. I mean, I changed my name, and I had to go from tenor to alto sax just to hide out.
The names are a pattern. Maybe you all have something else in common.
And if so, we can figure out who is after you.
And why?
You all went to trial. Did you each face the same judge?
Oh, mine's name was Larry.
Colonel?
No.
Different judges. Okay. How about the same defense attorney?
Tinker.
Evers. Chance.
Nothing. How about the prosecutor?
DA's name was Patty.
Maxine.
And Levine.
There must be another pattern. Who invited them here? Who wants them kidnapped?
Well, if you'll excuse me, I will away and see if Keith can brew us some more tea.
Good idea, man.
I just noticed. These 3 invitations were mailed from Sullivan County.
From here?
Uh-huh. Maybe Peeve mailed them. And wrote them.
Maybe Peeve knows more than he's telling.
It's Keith! Keith!
George, is he...
I'll say he is. He's been knocked out cold.
It's going to be okay. He's groggy and he's got a knot in his visor, and
There goes another suspect down the tubes.
Where is he?
He's in his room. I made him an ice pack. He'll sleep through till morning.
So who conked the old side man?
Couldn't have been one of us. We were all together.
Not really. Miss Stoops was in the kitchen with peas. How dare you? I just opened the door and he was lying on the floor.
Bickering won't help us.
It won't hurt us.
I'm not going to sit here and stand for this. I'm going to lie down.
I think we should all stay together.
How do we know that you won't go upstairs and then somehow kidnap one of us? Trust me.
No way, man. If she goes, I go.
I don't think that's a wise idea.
Will we want your opinion of a wise idea, Sherlock? We'll ask you. Good night.
Good night.
Ciao for now.
George, she was alone with him.
I don't think she could have banged him hard enough to KO him. Why would she do it?
Why would any of them do it? There's no logical motive. But if she didn't, then someone else has to be in the house.
If there is, we can't find him. Pat, do you know what time the first guest disappeared?
Kitty Cat? She was in the red room and she screamed at 8 o'clock. I know because the clock was chiming. Why?
I don't know. Just a nagging feeling. What about number 2? Colonel Ashby wakes him.
A little after 10, I think.
And Wally?
Around 11. What kind of pool game is this? Why aren't you using all 15 balls?
It's a game called Color Pool. You only use 7 balls.
Why is it called color pool?
Because the balls coincide with the colors on the color wheel. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, violet, plus black, and white.
George, the color wheel.
What about it?
Each of the rooms is a color on the wheel. And look at the order of disappearance. First red, then orange, then yellow. They go in the order of the color wheel.
It could be a coincidence.
There could be a pattern. And if it is, the next would be...
Green. That would be Amanda Wine.
Right.
Pat, it's been staring at us right in the face and we didn't even see it.
What?
My nagging feeling, the lead in each of these newspaper articles mentions the time that the defendant was released.
So?
So it could be another pattern.
George, another blind justice is missing.
It's a woman. Has to be Amanda or Sally.
It's 12:07. Amanda's in the green room. Green was next. Come on.
Miss Wine, open up. You're going to have to break it down.
Miles to go?
You're supposed to be in the blue room.
Yeah, I know, man, but I had a hunch, so I switched rooms with Amanda.
Another big closet.
At exactly 12:07 today, Amanda Wine became a free woman, found innocent of a fur robbery in Midtown.
Bummer. And I thought I had it nailed, man.
What was your theory?
I noticed the snatches were going from hot to cool, man.
Hot to cool?
Right, hot colors, red to orange to yellow, to cool colors, green to blue to violet. I figured whoever was booking this gig was going in order of the color wheel.
And you thought green would be next?
You got it. So I switched rooms. I figured I'd catch this cat when he made his move on Amanda. Didn't work, man.
No, but your heuristics were good.
No one ever laid that on me before, man.
Well, the color pattern predicted Amanda, and she was next. The kidnapper seems to know where we are.
Oh,
I can't stand much more of this. We're all just waiting around, waiting to be kidnapped. It's too horrible.
Do you two remember what times you were released after your trials?
Time, man? No way. I mean, time is an arbitrary invention of the suits. If it ain't 5-4, I got no use for it. Sometime around 1, I think.
I remember exactly what time. It was 12:45. But what does that have to do with anything?
Well, maybe nothing at all. We're not sure. We're just looking for patterns.
Let's go downstairs. I'll make some coffee.
Hey, Miles, aren't you ever going to play the bridge to that song?
I can't remember it, man.
Looks like we're down to 2 suspects.
It would appear so, but
Yes. Which one?
the color pattern holds true. Miles is next. He's in the blue room.
Yes, but if the time pattern holds, Sally's next. You stay with her. I'll watch Miles.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I'm out of here.
I'll go with you. Man?
I'm not sleepy yet. I think I'll just read a bit longer.
Good night.
Good night.
I'm sorry, I didn't see you do it. What are you doing here? I just heard a man scream upstairs.
It's impossible. I just heard a woman scream downstairs.
Sally. At 12:45 today, Sally Stoop walked from the halls of justice.
At 12:45 today, miles to go, shuffle into daylight.
A free person.
And then there were none.
What are you doing, George?
Measuring. Aha! I was right.
About?
My room. It was bothering me because it seemed bigger than some. So I measured. It is.
So what?
So on the diagram, all the rooms are shown to be the same size. They aren't. Neither are the closets. Mine is shown to be as large as the others, but it's about half the size. Why?
I don't see what this has to do with...
Pat! The panel in the closet. The black room connects to the orange room. The orange room is connected to the red room, too. And maybe all the rooms have a closet connection.
They can't. Look, the hall cut these off.
That's right. But the black, orange, and red rooms are all connected.
And the yellow and violet could be connected through these closets, and the white, blue, and green connected through these.
I'll check these.
I'll check the others. Here are the facts. The black, orange, and red rooms are connected, and so are the 2 I checked.
And so are the 3 I checked.
They're connected, but they're disconnected.
What do you mean?
Well, there's no connection between any of the groups of rooms. The hall cuts these 3 off, and there's no closet between these 2 rooms.
So we still would have had to use the halls.
It's pretty risky.
True. Someone could have seen him.
All we know is that all of our suspects have been kidnapped, Pard.
Or knocked out. And that means one conclusion.
Which is?
One of us did it.
Not much to do but sit and wait for morning and get word to the police.
Pat. Look.
George, these weren't here a moment ago.
I know.
What does it mean?
Whoever's doing this is still in the house. And we're in a great deal of danger.
George, look at this game. See? It has 3 dimensions. 1, 2, 3.
Yes, Pat, but I don't want to play now.
We've been trying to find connections between the disconnected upstairs rooms, right?
What are you getting at?
Maybe the upstairs rooms are connected, but through the downstairs rooms.
How?
Secret staircases and secret passages. You said your room was larger than these.
Yeah, about 3 feet longer.
That's about it. 3 feet is enough space for a secret passage.
Why not? There could be a stairway anywhere along here if it was a secret passage. And here. Aha! That's why my closet's so small.
What?
Well, there's probably a spiral staircase in there. Well, we may have figured out how, but we still don't know who.
The victims were all kidnapped in the same manner.
Right. A scream, the news clipping, and the statue.
All except Peeved.
Maybe it's time for Dr. Franklin to pay a call on patient Peeved. What's that?
The phone. Communication has been restored.
You answer the phone, I'll check on the patient. Meet me in Peeved's quarters.
Hello. Yes, this is Wits End. It very definitely is. The phone company? We have some trouble here. Will you contact the police and send help as soon as they can get through? Thank you. George, the police will be here as soon as they can. George? George? There's no time to be cute. Where are you? Let's play What Do I Know? I know I'm alone in a haunted house. I know there's a storm outside. I know that 6 people have been kidnapped. And I know that George is missing. Ergo, I know I am alone. George, where in the world? You're not George.
No. I'm Pete.
I'm a little ticked off my...
Don't run that line, Mickey.
Right. So, the butler really did do it.
Yes. I planned every step, every floor. It's my plan. Mine, do you hear me?
Oh, sure, loud and clear. Tell me, Pete, where are the others?
Incarcerated.
Incarcerated at the little town in New Mexico, isn't it? Mighty pretty country out there. In fact, I have a brother-in-law.
Cease! You will join the others, my little mathematician.
Mathematician? Bet you say that to all the girls. You're into math?
I hate math. I hate it. That's why the others are here, because of math.
You hate math? Is that so? Perhaps you'd like to talk about it.
The others are all guilty of crimes, but they were let go because of mathematics.
I find that difficult to believe. Not impossible, you understand, just difficult. Peeved? Who owns this house?
I do. This is my place. It is my beloved sanctuary. I have been at my wits' end since I left the courts.
Just what exactly did you used to do before you became whatever you are?
You don't know, do you?
No, I've been so busy I haven't had a chance to pick up People magazine for weeks.
Yes.
Whoa! Prosecuting attorney. No. Newspaper reporter. No. Judge. No. Retired psycho.
Court stenographer.
Court stenographer? The person who records testimony in court cases?
The very same. That's how I know about these 6 criminals.
But they aren't criminals. They were found innocent by a jury of their peers.
The juries were wrong, but I will make it right. Justice will be done.
Have you been?
In these passageways. They run all through the house. Practically every room is accessible by secret panel, upstairs and down. It's amazing.
That's great. You're admiring the architecture while some mathematics-hating court stenographer is trying to do me in.
You were safe. I've been listening to you.
Listening? How could you listen to us?
The whole house is wired for sound. Did you notice something peculiar about the screams we kept hearing?
No.
Well, I did. There were really just 2, and they always sounded the same. A man's scream and a woman's scream.
So?
They were tape recorded and programmed by a computer as to where and when to go off. Pete controlled it.
You mean when I heard a man scream upstairs and...
And I heard a woman scream downstairs. The tape recording was programmed to do that. You heard the man scream through a set of speakers on the first floor. It had an echo, so you thought it was coming from upstairs. All right, here's the system.
Do you know where the others are?
No, but I heard them. They're all right. Let's see if we can find them.
Hear ye, hear ye, hear ye. The court of last resort is in session. All who have business in front of me shall rise. Justice will now be done.
It's peeved. I guess he got tired of chasing you.
I was playing hard to get.
Not guilty of stealing 10,000 silver coins.
I'm not guilty. I was innocent, you ninny. I proved mathematically that the weight of 10,000 silver coins could not possibly be carried by one man.
And I proved by a simple comparison of distance, rate, and time that I couldn't have robbed that bank either.
Mathematics again, trickery and deceit. I'll have none of it. You are both guilty and will spend the next 7 years at wit's end doing community service.
Oh, no.
I think it is becoming clear, my dear criminals, that we live in a land of laws, not of mathematics.
Well, we agree with you, Your Honor, but we were tried under the law, and we were found innocent.
Now, you tricked the jury by using mathematics.
Hey, Judge Man, we didn't trick anybody with mathematics. Math helped us to tell the truth.
I'll have no more of your sniveling.
Let me ask you something, Peeved. Did you study math in school?
Yes. Well, perhaps study is too strong a word.
You mean you didn't do well in math?
No, I didn't. And do you know why? Because I couldn't see where I would ever use it in real life.
You failed math?
Yes, and so what? I now sit as judge and jury of your feeble, math-infected lives.
All right, Louis. Drop the
All this because he hated mathematics.
Yes, it was such a waste. Mathematics is accessible to everyone. And it's free.
Thanks. The police should be here any minute. What's the matter?
Miles, aren't you ever going to play the middle of that song?
Hey, man, I told you. I don't remember it.
It's the police. George, I think all is well.
Hey, man, that is it.
Steve the butler was tried in Sullivan County in and for the state of New York and found guilty of a 135.20 kidnapping in the first degree, a 195.00 official misconduct, and a 120.15 menacing. He went to state prison, where he learned to love mathematics, teaches it to others, and has become an advisor to a television show called Square One TV.